Hi, my name is Ann Dixon, and I'll be answering the questions for Exam 2 for Stats 210, Section 20. I have the exam questions pulled up to the other side of my screen, so if you see me looking in that direction, it's just me reading the questions. So for question 1A, give an example that illustrates a parameter, sample, statistic, and population. Please be creative and don't use your examples from your assignments. My example is that I plan on surveying students that go to an elementary school to see whether or not they like vegetables. I chose 600 students to give the survey to, and I found that 31% of the students like vegetables. My population is all the students that attend this elementary school. My sample is the 600 students that were given the survey. My statistic was that 31% of these students, of the elementary school students, like vegetables, and the parameter is the percentage of all elementary students that like vegetables. Question 1B, explain the difference between statistic and parameter. Which one do we typically know? The statistic is describing the sample, and with the margin of error we can estimate the parameter, whereas the parameter is describing the population, and we usually do not know this number, we have to estimate it. So to answer the question, which one do we typically know, we typically know the statistic and not the parameter. For question 2A, construct a 90% confidence interval. Make sure you state your lower and upper limits for the confidence interval and your margin of error. So my margin of error was 3.4 percentage points, and that gave me a confidence interval of 18.4% to 12.6%. For question 2B, explain what this confidence interval means. You may use any of the three explanations we used. So this confidence interval means that we are 90% confident that the true percentage of all parents whose child is in K through second grade would prefer to have their child taught by a male is between 18.4% to 12.6%. Question 2C, what will happen to the confidence interval if you increase your level of confidence and everything else stays the same? The confidence interval will get smaller. And question 2D, what will happen to the confidence interval if you increase your sample size and everything else doesn't change? The confidence interval will get larger. Thank you.